Okay, we are back and we are going to block this wonderful doily. Let me turn on my light here. And what we're going to need to do that is I use styrofoam. You can use any kind of styrofoam. You can use cardboard as well, but cardboards can leave your doily brown in spots. So I just recommend this kind of board. This is 1/2-inch insulation. You can get this at, or hard insulation, or rigid insulation, sorry. You can get it at any of your home, like your tool plate, Lowe's, Home Depot, etc. Okay. I have mine cut down in half, and then I have 1/2 that's big for big giant pieces for my parasols. Then I have the other half of that one cut in half, and I have pretty good size, a 2x4 foot one, because these come in 4x8s. And then I also have this size, and I have a square. So this doubled, and then I just keep doubling. Anyways, so this is a good one. You can use the crochet blocking mats, regular white styrofoam, whatever you would like. I'm going to use some T-pins, and I have my bottle of spray starch that's diluted. I will put a picture of the stuff I use up in one of the corners, and I get it from Wally World. You can get it online from Amazon if you would like to as well. So we're going to pin this doily so that way it looks nice and neat underneath your frame. I would recommend just framing this because it's kind of useless otherwise. So framing it will really display the beauty of the piece and all your hard work. So I'm going to put some of my T-pins up and about so they're easy to handle. I don't know if I'm going to use this many, but hey, it is what it is. So I'm going to start from the top, and I'm going to go right into the corners on the inner side. Not the border yet, just the inner side. I'm also going to take one and I'm going to put it right through that middle stitch. And I will play with this later on to see if it's kind of squared off a bit. I'm not going to overstretch my doily. And if you can see, I'm doing this dry as well. You can block it wet if that's your preference. You can put it into, you can soak it in some spray starch, whatever. You can rinse it, put it in some spray starch, put it in some starch, and then put it on here, sop and wet, soak it. You can also use the canned spray starch because you go afterwards. I do find it more economical for me and the amount that I make to use the Stay Flow, whatever it is. I'll put it in the corner. And make my own version, which I do 2 parts starch to 1 part water. So I'm doing this, and I'm going to continue down, and I'm just going to kind of follow this line right here and just keep following. Are you seeing the whole doily here? See where my hand is? Yes. Because I can't, I can put it up a little bit further. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of keep making a straight line. Okay. Now I'm going to do the other side. Put one on the other inner side here. Because we want a nice straight line as much as we can. And since we're not going to really be putting any on the outside, we're going to need to put this on the inside, okay? So now we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to put ones on the inside just to make sure that we have it all nice and straight. Just giving it a little tiny stretch just to take out any of the wrinkles or the bumps like that. Okay, a couple more right here for me. And adjust my seat here. I don't usually do blocking on this table. Thankfully, this is just a little one for us to do like this. So I'm going to do the outside. I'm going to put one right into that little chain 2 space that we had here, and then one right in the other. And you can, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one, since instead of putting it, you can put one there too. You can use as many as you want. This is laying pretty flat for me, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one at an angle right in the middle to hold it there and secure it. I'm going to do that up here. To these chain 2s. And I'm going to put one right in the middle there. Okay? Just to make it, give it a little bit of a point. Do it to this edge. We'll get to the center pretty soon. I'm going to do the bottom here. I hope you can see me all the way down here. Okay, so yeah, we're just making sure that we're squared off. And if it doesn't look straight, then move it. It's as simple as that. Just move it. Sometimes I'll put one in the inner corner because I don't need any on the outer inner. And I will bring those up just to give it a little bit more sharper thing. And I'm going to push my stitches together to make sure my little side decorations look pretty good there. Okay, now what we're going to do is, oops, I got to relax this one. Is this better? Yeah, that one looks better to me. Might not to you, but it looks pretty good to me. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that the little waist cloth is where it needs to be. So I'm just going to take one of my needles or my pins, push down my cloth, and just put one at an angle. Okay? That's all I'm going to do. I know. Right now he's looking a little voodoo dollish. Don't worry. He'll be okay. I promise you. It'll be okay. Now we're going to take the crown, and we're just going to bend it forward, and we're going to put a pin right in back of it. Okay? Just to lean it back. You can adjust your angle if you want it upright. You can even go that way if you would like. I'm just going to put it at a little bit of an angle and fluff it out. I'm just going to adjust any parts that I see that might need it. Now don't overstretch it, because, I mean, you can overstretch it, especially if you're blocking white or blocking wet. You can really overdo it, and you can actually change the shape of it. You can push this part in and really flare out the bottom if you want, and give it a little bit more dimension. I believe one of my testers did that. If I look at it and I see it, or find it while I'm doing my edits to the video, I will see if I can find it, put it up there for you. So basically, that's it. Really nice and easy. Simple blocking, because we just want it to be square. We want it to be nice and flat and square. We want to highlight the crown. We want to put things in place. This will be great because of the dimension in a very shallow, maybe a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch shadow box. Or if you do want to make it flat, when you are putting it in the frame, the crown is going to flatten. Okay? So just if you know that you're going to be putting this in a more of a flat frame, when you're doing your blocking, squish this down a little bit and then put your pin in. So that way it's going to kind of flatten out in the right way. Okay? You're in control. Okay? So adjust your pins where you need to. Like I said, you can always push these sides in and flare out the bottom. You can add more to the edges if you want. You could add beads to the crown here. You could add a little bit of color to the knot on his waist cloth. Yeah, that's basically it. So I hope that you enjoyed the pattern, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.